Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Love and Respect Show. My name is Omega, and I'm here with
The Banks. All right. So on today's episode, before, please subscribe to this channel. All right, and like, share. Make some noise about this channel and what you're seeing, and this fresh boys in the building and all that. Yeah. All right. So before we get into it, it's really important for you to spread the word. We just, we are starting out. So the like, the subscription, and all these things, they are very important to help us grow. Okay. So on that note, let's hit the video for today. And here we go.
It's not that I'm hard to love. I'm just not easy to play with. I'm not that person who's gonna tolerate lies, disrespect, cheating, manipulation. I'm not that person who's gonna accept the bare minimum just because I love you. And I don't care who you are or how much you mean to me. That person is gone. I spent so much time working on myself, so much time soul searching and trying to find peace within myself. I've learned to demand love, honesty, respect, loyalty. And these demands are not expectations. They are requirements. And if you cannot fulfill these requirements, that's okay. But just know that you have no place in my life because I am not to be played with.
All right. So, Charlie, this video is one of the most, what do I say? These are some of the statements people use to make you feel bad for having standards. You understand? So,
what you mean?
like, it's not that I am difficult to be loved.
Huh.
It's just that I have standards. You can't do certain things and I would still let you be in my life.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Once you have standards, people start saying things like, you are so difficult to be with, those things. And I feel like people don't want to go with your standards or treat you the way you want to be treated. They want to just do anything anyhow and let it slide. Let's just move because maybe they say they love you and you say you love them, or you're trying to work things out and see what this will go to and all these things. So Charlie, accept everything and anything they do to you. That is exactly what she's saying. You need to set standards for yourself. And once you start doing these things, people will start calling you names and tagging you in a certain way and all these things. But I feel like, we shouldn't take certain things for granted. If you have certain standards you want to maintain, you should maintain it at all costs. There are certain things that that, Charlie, I won't take this, I won't take this, I won't take this, I won't take this. Okay, maybe this, I can let it slide. This, I can manage. This, nah. So I feel her frustration and her standards. Like,
Nah, I don't.
Jesus Christ.
I don't feel no frustration of hers.
Okay, let's hear you.
I mean, like looking at the video, this is not. I wouldn't from the get go. I would not be interested in a woman like this, a lady like this, because she seems like she's too feisty. She seems like she's gonna be difficult to deal with, not because of her standards. She seems like she's gonna be so self-absorbed, so self-entitled. Hold on,
don't play gender. It's not because she's a woman. Let's open it up. Let's open it up.
I'm talking about this.
I opened it up. That's why I spoke like that. I'm not talking because she's a woman or.
But
anything.
I have to.
Let's open it up.
I want to speak to this particular woman.
Fine, okay. But don't. After that, you do meant to, so that we play fair.
Look, whatever I'm gonna say, you can flip it back in reverse, and it works the same way, right? Because people pretend. First off, you have not met the individual that you're in love with. You're still looking, you're still searching, right? The love thing is a foundational something. It's something that glues you to an individual. Now, if you're gonna, before you meet the individual, have these arbitrary standards that you set for yourself.
But showing before she meets the person.
she's putting it out there. She's broadcasting.
Yes.
That these are her
But
standards.
it's the same thing as I'm with the person and I'm not going to accept these things. I'm
If-
not going to accept certain things. I have
100%.
standards.
100
It's
you're-
not
you're
before, it's not
creating-
after, it's not...
That's the same point. You are
Yes.
it doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter if it's before or during,
Uh-huh,
right? But
okay.
you are creating a brick wall between you and the person that you're going to be interacting with, because humans there's so many levels of complexity with human relations that you cannot just limit that to some ridiculous arbitrary standards that you set up and like, this is the red line. If you do this, how do you determine? Because
How do you determine what? That if somebody's playing with you?
it's not about if somebody is playing with you. I'm saying that if you have these standards, right?
Uh-huh.
That is all your interpretation. A man could misstep, right? It could be a genuine misunderstanding, and
Uh-huh.
you interpret that to be disrespect. Your standard is like, yeah, I don't want to be disrespected. Now, whatever had happened, you interpret that to be, you're making me lose my train of thought. You interpret that to be a disrespect to you from your partner, and so you have to stay loyal to your standards. So you activate your bullshit rules and be like, okay, now you done disrespected me, it's over.
No!
Hold on, wait, relax. Let me finish my
Okay,
train of thought.
Go.
What is love? Love is love is the most powerful force on the planet. Love forgives. Love is soft, it doesn't force. Love overlooks certain things. Love has faith and believe in a person that is determined to
Mm-hmm.
accomplish a certain thing with you. So if you are off the butt, you're gonna say, I love you, but my heart is so firm that it's so concretized, I'm not gonna forgive. Where's the love if you don't have a heart to forgive people's mistakes, even if you feel like you've been disrespected or cheated on? It's ridiculous. These standards.
Okay.
Is-
Let me let you understand something.
Okay.
You see, when you are even trying to mimic what she's saying, even the tone and the kind of acting you're giving sounds like it's a cast in stone. Hey, this
That's the feeling I get.
No.
That's it.
No.
That's the energy she's giving off.
No.
Like, yo, these are my red lines. My red lines. If you
no.
step out of bounds, it's over. If you do this, it's over. You
Would
know,
it-
cheating. How many times? Okay, let me ask you. She said, no, whatever, no disrespect. Again,
Uh-huh.
what is disrespect? All right? What is it?
But do you think
Again, no, you don't have to, what is, no cheating.
loyalty? She demands loyalty.
How many
things.
times is she gonna forgive her man if the man cheats on her?
Aha, that is up to them in that relationship. But she's not going to tolerate it. I don't think she's saying, hey, you strike once and you are out.
Yeah, one strike.
No.
It's
Come on.
strike.
No relationship will survive that.
It's one strike. That's why some of these folks.
Nah. You are
That's why these
raising
people
the bar.
remain- That's how these
crazily.
people. That's how these people remain single, and they make these videos on the internet trying to pretend like they are so valuable. They are
My
so
guy.
this, like they are the
Nah,
catch.
nah.
These are my rules. These are my standards. So if you don't live up to them, then you are
taking it. You are taking it.
Well, if she was happy, if she was happy in a fulfilling relationship, she wouldn't be throwing this video out because
Yeah,
she'll be enjoying her her relationship with her man that she loves, who would make mistakes that she would forgive, and she'll make mistakes that he would forgive.
Okay. Thank
She
you.
won't
for
be
your
out here
submission.
making videos.
Thank you for your
about-
submission. Can I make my point?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, one, I'm thinking you are getting it wrong because one,
Okay.
maybe her tone and whatever is getting you in a certain way. Two, maybe it's coming from a woman. So you feel like she's being a bit aggressive by doing like, yeah. Maybe let's just forget woman and
I'm more of a woman. It's not even about that.
yeah. But then
But a woman has to be soft and forgiving.
good. I
So your
understand
point,
that.
I'll come in. I'm gonna tell you something.
I
About
understand
the difference
that.
between a man and a woman.
I
when it comes
understand
to
that.
relationships.
I understand
y'all
that.
Stay tuned. I'm about to drop some deep jams on y'all.
But let's get this message across well. All right.
Yeah.
Let's just assume it's a man who said this. Okay. Look, this makes a lot of sense. I'm saying I don't want to be played with. I have had experiences. I just don't feel like at this point in my life, I want to be played with. If I call you and you miss my call, I want you to return my call in a certain time frame so that I know that, oh, yo, you got my call. Oh, sorry, I missed your call. What's up? You know, it's nice. Oh, I text you. I don't want to wait for 5 hours before you respond. You do it once, you do it twice. I tell you, oh, Charlie, why? What's up? When I don't hear from you, I feel like, Charlie, what's up? I don't know what's going on. I get worried. You know, can you do better? And we get an agreement. You say, oh, okay, Charlie, I'll try. I'll do better. I'm sorry. That is understandable. When it keeps happening, when you keep doing these things and you don't see any progress in your partner or the person who claims they want to be in a relationship with you, you don't see any improvements, and they keep doing that, they are playing with you. You don't need any scientist to tell you that, yo, this guy is not taking you serious.
That is.
And I feel that is what she is saying.
No, that is
what she is saying.
Hold on.
That he has standard.
The example that you just gave, that is a given. Any reasonable person in a relationship gets to understand.
Look, and you'll be unreasonable. Don't say reasonable. They are foolish people. They are foolish people who don't understand that, yo, don't ghost somebody for 5 hours. They're foolish people, and they will tell you, but why are you complaining? So yes, if I talk to you and you tell me, but why are you complaining? What is this? I was busy, and you do it 4, 3, 5 times. Yes, I have standards. I will back off. That's what she's saying. I won't change you. I can't force you. So that is how I get this message. It's not like, oh, if you ghost me one time and I don't hear from you 5 hours, that is the end of the relationship. No reasonable person will do that. But trust me, there are so many insensitive people out there who, try relationships and just play around with people's emotions.
What I'm saying
so
is,
that is what she is saying.
What I'm saying is, look, as a human, right? If you're in a relationship and it's going off skid, you feel it.
Mm-hmm.
The example that you gave.
If the person is in love and they want to work it out, they feel it. There are people who are just in a relationship.
My point is, when it gets there, right? It's automatic. It's not because you set some standard. It's because you.
But if you don't have standards,
you would know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you would know, but you don't have standards. So you just accept it and take it.
No. Look,
not everybody walks away.
Not everybody stands up and write these things like, this, and that. Because
yes, but she's on a podcast. She's on a podcast. She has to say things. She has to say her opinion, and she stays in it.
You go out,
same as we are doing.
You go out and you've been looking for these things to happen. So you
no.
I'm telling you, bro.
No, my guy. No. She is not listing it and looking out for it or whatever. She's just being honest.
Because
and
as a human,
I feel like,
as a human,
all of us should have these things.
As a human, there's a level to what anybody can. Everybody's tolerance level is different, right? If you're in a relationship and you feel like, yeah, man, I'm being played with. This dude is not treating me right. This lady's not treating me right. There's no respect here. It's not that you feel it. At the point you get to the level, your breaking point, you're like, okay, you know what? It's obvious and I'm going to call it quit. We understand there's certain people who just, hold on for longer, right? Until whatever, right? But those are exceptions and not the rule. So my point is, if you are an adult human being, you already know this. But if you're going to elect yourself to have these standards cast in stone and you are just going, going down a list.
Cast in stone. Why? Is she holding a signboard?
No, she was rattling it out. She was reading out a list, yo.
Maybe
this is my standard.
She's been through a lot. Maybe she's been through a lot. She's had a lot of useless men in her life, and now she has standard.
Well, she better watch what she attracts.
Yes, so she's
like
seeing
attracts it. Like, so maybe it's not the man, maybe it's you, because
Look. It is cool. This is cool with me. It's cool with me because look, maybe you haven't met people who are really I don't care. You haven't met people like that.
As an adult human, I meet a person that I'm talking to, right? If they are disrespectful to me, yeah, okay, cool. Now I can't deal with this energy. It's too disrespect. I'm like, I'm gonna cut it out, deuces, and be out. I don't have to.
Good.
Make a
listen. And
be like, okay.
You see, you are just animating the whole thing like it's crazy. Listen, okay. No. So let's say,
right.
You meet that person and it doesn't work out. Maybe she's disrespectful in so many ways.
Right.
And then you meet me as a friend.
Right.
I ask you, oh, Charlie, what happened to You and that girl. What?
Couldn't stand her. She was mean, disrespectful, horrible
Playing.
person.
Stop playing.
I'm serious. I couldn't
Stop playing.
stand her.
Stop
I tell
playing.
you.
I'm serious. So if I ask you, that's not the face you're gonna do. But you are going to
Okay.
tell me.
I'm gonna tell you.
You're gonna tell me. Then, oh yeah, what did she do? Why did you leave that
Charlie.
fine girl?
Umbuadi cry.
What they are saying? That's what be Mbwadi.
I say auntie tini bizarre.
But why? I then Ujano.
She was
No, Mbwadi, I didn't want to be in country. Why didn't you just talk to her?
I mean, not kasasa, but you know.
So this thing you just did is the
Right.
same thing she's done. It's just on a podcast, and she has to state her opinion nicely so that everybody can understand. It's the same thing you've done. So,
Okay.
I mean, you are just taking it a bit too hard on her, and I feel like
I'm just saying
we
we
all
all
need to
capacity.
know
We all have,
and be able to communicate our likes and dislikes, our boundaries, all these things. We need to know them. Even if, Charlie, you go write them down, and keep them in your pocket. You meet somebody, I show them. Say, Charlie, these are my likes and dislikes. These are my terms and conditions. These are my expectations. Oh, like, honestly. Because, look, when you get to a certain age, you don't play.
look,
Time no day.
what I'm
So-
saying is there are people who they listen to these podcasts, they read these books that people put out there, and they think these are the things they're gonna kind of, assimilate into their lives, and it's gonna guide them to the right and correct path.
This is
Now,
not
hold
a
on,
bad-
relax. Listen though. When they meet somebody and you're talking to them, they start looking out for these things. How do they talk to me like that? See how they looked at me like that? Could that have been disrespectful?
Oh.
Look, I'm
Wow,
telling you.
nah. You are just, people don't do it that psycho. I mean, it's
not psycho.
No. I'm watching this guy.
Kwame, look, Bank, I'm telling
He has
you.
done it. Oh, cancel out.
I'm telling you.
Charlie Jai.
People go out there and they look out for these things.
Yes,
So
there will be some percentage of people who do that, but like generally, these things are not really giddy like that. And one strike you are out. And yes, I'm going dating
okay.
because every relationship we start, there will be mess up in the beginning. There will be
What
something you will do that will offend
What
the
I'm saying,
person.
what I'm
You know-
trying to get across is if you have these things and you're too rigid to them, right? You might miss the pearls for the dust, for the dirt. You really
No
would.
rigidness here.
I'm telling you,
It's
because
not
sometimes you
rigidness.
have to be soft. You have to be forgiving.
So if you have
Look,
requirements
to find
and you
love.
have standards, it means you are rigid.
No, see, look, you want to play back the video. Play back
There's
the
no
video.
rigidness. She didn't say one strike, you are out. Why do you
She
want
didn't
to?
have to say it. That's the
No.
energy that she gave off.
She's not going to accept disrespect. She's not going to accept cheating. She's not going to accept. What shows that it is one time strike and you are gone? What shows that if you disrespect, if you say, no, okay, I can't be with you again, I'm gone. No,
She's gonna go home and be like, yo,
my guy, it's fine. Charlie, you know what? I think we're going to argue about this and, we will never agree on this point. But you be the judge. How do you interpret what she said? Do you think it's cast in stone like he's saying that, hey? So if you go on a date with a woman and she even expresses herself like this, that, oh, I have certain boundaries. I've been toyed with. I've had difficult relationships, and now I've realized that I really don't like to, date people who don't take communication serious, who are not sensitive to my emotions, who don't do these things, and I might not. Why are you shaking your head?
that's your closing remarks. I'm gonna come in and have my closing remarks.
Yes, closing remarks. Yes. So if a woman speaks to you like this or a man speaks to you like this, doesn't mean he's rigid and once you miscommunicate once, no, but he's off and it will put you off. No. It means that, okay, he knows what he's looking for and he has a certain standard. So we are going to listen and we are going to try and manage those things and not offend him or play with his emotions. So you also come in serious. So maybe if you are coming in to play or to, just try your luck, that this is not a place to play because That is how I understand this video. So don't shake your head.
You should never do what bank just recommended. When you meet
What
with
did I say?
somebody and you're talking to them, do not open up and tell them your list of rules and do's and don'ts. Don't ever do that. That is how you open the door and give the opponent you show your weakness to not your opponent. You show your weakness
To your mind all be battle. Your mind all be battle. That thing be battle. You know be battle.
to be taken advantage of. Don't do that. Don't tell them about, hey, I was this, I'm vulnerable here and that, so I want you to tip it toe. Again, if you are going to be, that's about boundaries and stuff, that's a easy way to put the other
Is
person.
that what? If you're going to be what?
If you're going to tell these people about your boundaries and whatnot, that is a way to put the other person, the other party on edge around you. Because now they're like, okay, now I can't be myself because I don't know how you're going to interpret this or that. So just what I'm saying is ride with the flow, right? Ride with the flow. If they are for you, you will sense it. If they are not for you, you will sense it. We all have this intuitive capacity. We all have this intuitive ability. Don't have rules, a constitution that you have to abide by in relationship.
Christ,
because the complexity of human emotions traverses, it is beyond that. Don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. Feel their relationship. And if they're for you, you would know. If
Nobody is saying this is a
know.
first date conversation. It is not a first date conversation, but it is a conversation. It is not a first date conversation.
Whatever. Do not open up and tell people, hey, this is where I'm vulnerable, so don't shoot
So
me.
if they're messing up,
it is,
they keep doing the same things.
like, cut them loose. Let them go.
You don't talk.
We are very privileged to have sponsors that allow us to use their space for our podcast. Now, this is Classic Frame and Design Print and Finish. Now, these companies are separate but work in collaboration. Classic Frame is a company that prints, frame, and would deliver to your location wherever you are in Ghana. If you want to print any picture from your phone, from albums, old pictures that you want to restore, Classic Frame can do that for you and send it anywhere you are in Ghana. This is their space, and you can see some of their works behind me. Same as Design Print and Finish, which is also an interior decor company that could come to your house and offer you consultation service and show your spaces or show you ideas that you can have in your spaces, like what we have behind us. They would create it and install it for you from beginning to the end. They will discuss with you and give you so many ideas. So if you have anything like this that you want to do, we would be happy if you patronize these companies because they support us to bring these podcasts and these conversations to you. So enjoy it, use them. Let's get back to the show.
Matters way less than you thought it would.
Anybody who gets on your nerve, no one is truly able to take up the space in your mind or have that much power.
And how did you adapt this attitude in life?
I just simply told them a poem. No one is exactly like you. From the beginning of time, we're all created different. That's why you're one of a kind. I've had my ups and downs just like everyone else. Through all the trials and tribulations, I had to learn to love myself. I'm a better person now. I see from a different view. You have to teach people how to treat you. It's only a matter of time, so know that you've been told. No one gets younger. You hope to get old. We try to make plans and make everything fit. No matter how you think, you have nothing to do with it. Yesterday was the past, today's just begun. Tomorrow's a mystery, and not promised to anyone. You'll always have memories regardless of your status or wealth. It's an amazing feeling when you learn to love yourself.